Alright. Hello my fellow adventurers and welcome back to the Abyss. You may notice that the past 2 weeks I didn't do Putrid Chat Ultra. I don't even remember. I was having some technical difficulties and stuff. And also, my audio isn't working, and I completely apologize. I hope I fixed it. If not, I will see what I can do. You may notice that all my stats are clear, and that's because I am not playing from Steam, but from my own compiled version of the game. Not because, like, I took it, but just because, I have modded the game. If you look very carefully, you know, at the top, you'll notice at the top of Crescent Banana, there's a little brown spot at the top of Banana. Other than that, we're just gonna go with rapid arrows for now, and in the bottom, watch the bottom right sometimes, because that's where unlocks will pop up. Anyway, you see we now have a beautiful stat UI. That may be a bit buggy, but still. Also, you'll notice my character. One sec. Not what I meant to do. Gamepad controls. There we go. Game options. Actually, so we're gonna have persistent spell cap on. But other than that, alright, so other things you'll notice, my character has, look at this beautiful art I did. It's nothing new, I just added a lot of color to some of the sprites. Like here we have our clip size up, and the achievement unlock up the system, the text is currently in the I'm still developing the mod, so, you know, but I am extremely proud of some of the stuff I've done, and let's see, one of the spells, basically, so far what I've done, is I've made one spell that was in the base game locked behind an achievement, and that is because all the spells from Putrid Sand, the original, are now unlockable within this game. My current thing I'm working on is a passive item system, but that's not implemented yet and is for later. In other news, fun fact about me, I currently have COVID, which really sucks. Not because, like, it's actually, I don't actually have that bad symptoms. I just can't go anywhere or anything. Like, as much as I don't love interacting with people in person. It's just not, But, I can't smell anything, which is really annoying. And that's the biggest one. I don't really have, that's not the, but, like, not being able to, like, interact with anybody is really difficult, and it's annoying. I mean, that shouldn't be surprising. Oh yeah, and you can also see what level your spells are at. I really like that one as well. Because, it's just, like, before you kind of just had to, like, guess or remember. Most spells can be upgraded 4 times, but, like, it's nice to have a stat, in my opinion. And like on the right, you can see your damage. The other damage stats don't have anything for them yet. As I said, the mod's still somewhat early in development. I would share it, but I don't think I can, because the way the mod works is like the Brotato mods. It's actually more than that. The mod itself is just an edited copy of the game code. So, I couldn't give out the mod because I'd just be giving out the game just with my additions to it. But, if there's any way that I can, I've talked to the developer about it a little bit. I'll see if there's a way that, if you have the game and want to play with the mod, I'll see if there's some way that it can be done. Let's do Quick Frost. So yeah, the new spells are, they're decently faithful to the original game. They have some minor changes. And, but I still am pretty proud of it. They have the element type, they don't have a new element or anything, but they have a new spell tag of arcane. So that's how you can differentiate them. It's a cool. So one spell already in the game has the arcane tag, and that's the spell that I unlocked behind. And as I said, I made, like, there's already the Steam achievement system, so I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of take that. So I just kind of took that already working system and can use it to, and I'm using it to my advantage. I can tie unlocks to it, but I also made it that when you achieve it, even if you cleared the save file or something, it gives you a little pop-up, which should appear after I defeat the first boss. That should be the first. And like, even if you, okay, now that's one thing I have noticed, is that the text for the active spell is hidden behind spikes in this level layout. Not a super big deal, but I think I want to probably put like a black box around it just to make it a bit easier to read. So that's something I definitely need to do. But as I said, like, if you cleared your save file, normally you wouldn't be able to see it when you get an achievement, because the achievements normally only show up as Steam achievements, like they pop up, but you can't reacquire Steam achievements. So I added a placeholder where the game just simply tells you the code string for what the achievement's called, just like the identifier. Which obviously isn't the best, and that's on purpose. I can definitely add more to it, but just having it for now is what I was hoping for, and it was easy to do. Took a bit of modification, because originally there's a little bit of a bug, but here, let me explain. So the way it works involves saving a list of things, animating one, and when it's finished animating, deleting it from the list of, like, achievements to show. However, originally that was saved in the player's stats object or whatever. So whenever you quit or run, or like did a run, it wouldn't, like, there's one achievement for what was it? Oh yeah, getting like, spending 15 points on upgrades. And that would just never show up because it wasn't tracking your stats when the run wasn't going. It also meant that if you got an achievement and quit the run, it might not end up showing up. So what I did was, I made it a global variable, so it only gives you the text during a run. But just because you only see the text during a run doesn't mean that it isn't tracking this. So like if you get the achievement and then start a new run, it'll show you, hey, it'll be like, hey, you got this achievement. It isn't saved if you quit the game, but I don't feel like that's the biggest deal. Like, I feel like it's okay to be like, if you're gonna quit the game, well, like, it's a niche enough scenario, it doesn't feel. Also, you may notice, while I've taken 2 attack speed upgrade, like fire rate upgrade, or reload upgrades, it does say 32% when I was taking 15% upgrades. That's because there seems to be a bug that I cannot understand with the way I calculate the stats, where I don't know, it seems like it just, that's what it says, that my reload is 32% faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just something about the way I did it. Now, hopefully... I do need to disable that, but... So I didn't get a pop-up there, which is not great. I'll have to see. You know what? I'm gonna skip the cutscene simply because I've done it so many times, it's not the biggest deal. Now we... Okay. That's good to know. It's not giving me the pop-up. What I think I need to do is, because I'm making the mod and like everything, I think I need to find a way to trick it into thinking Steam is always running. Like it's always open via Steam. So that... I probably just want to have it that in the mod itself, I just have Steam to just always do it with Steam. So then... I want to do something like that. So I can get it to... Because if Steam isn't running, the pop-up system doesn't work. Because it relies on the game using Steam's achievements. Because that's what I linked it to. That's good to know, though. Doesn't mean... That might... Okay. That could mean... So either it's just not giving the pop-ups, which means I just broke the pop-up system. Or I actually just completely broke the unlock system, not for the vanilla unlocks, but that, like... My modded spells can't... I'll have to look into that. That's really strange if... But that could be important to... That's good to know that that could be an issue, though. I'm not sure what I'll do about that. But, as I said, probably just gonna tell the game, always try and run Steam. Not 100% sure if that's gonna work, though. Okay, now it's 48%. Oh no, I guess that makes sense. Never mind, I can't do math. But yeah, the main one of the major things with this mod is like the stat bar, the colors, and the spell unlocks, which I'm really hoping I can show off, but maybe not. I mean, I wouldn't be able to show them off on my first run anyways, because they are locked behind different, like, achievements, but the fact that that thing isn't popping up is worrying me. Alright. I'll probably just have to go into the code and see what happens if I just say, it's true, rather than saying, check if it's true. Or I'll just have to find, like, maybe it's just about where I'm... Honestly, it might just be about where I'm launching this game from, launching the test from. It's possible that simply moving it is gonna be, moving the folder I'm running that I have my mod in, will be enough to fix the bug. Hoping it can be that, cause like... That would be nice. But, yeah, I'm disappointed. But I really do want to hear, what do people think of my art? I added a lot more color to the game, and I am very curious what people think of it. Like, I'm pretty proud of it, especially like the character. I actually have the edited character as the icon on my YouTube channel, if you didn't notice. Which, I mean, I'm gonna assume people noticed, but I mean, I don't know. They might not have. Maybe people didn't notice. I don't know. So, let's see, what can we take? Rapid damage or fire damage? Nope, we're taking rapid. I'm not sure. So, yeah, that's not gonna show up anywhere. But yeah, I'm currently, the current part of the mod I'm working on is gonna add passive items to the game. My plan is probably that they're gonna be mostly for endless mode, and that outside of endless mode, you're gonna get one after each boss fight. You're gonna get a choice between 3 items, and you're gonna take one after each boss. But other than that, I do really wish that my thing worked. Yeah. But I figured out the bug that last week, even though I know my audio wasn't working, I figured out the bug that I had, which involved, I was just using the wrong version of the game engine, because it's not, I don't actually have to, like, compiled. I'm just running it, like, I'm just running the code, not, I don't have it compiled into an exe or whatever. And, this is another one that, no, I think maybe it's 21 health. But yeah, after, after I record this video, I'm gonna do a quick test of seeing if I can get the mod working. Not the mod work, the mod works. Get the text, the texting working. I'm also probably gonna try and add a page that shows the unlocks the player has. I'm not 100% sure though, that might just be like, I don't know where I'll put that. I might make it like within the I don't know. I have no idea. The levels and menu are all kind of connected in a strange way that I will kind of have to come up with a workaround for, I guess, in order to fit anything more in, because inserting anything except at the end, pretty much, is gonna mess with the end of the game. So I have to find something to do about that. But we'll just have to see. I'm not gonna go into endless mode or anything today. It's possible something just isn't working with the text, but I really doubt that. Cause I think the text, I'm pretty sure that the text actually works. And I don't think the text itself requires the Steam thing to be active. It's just that no text is being given for it to show without. That doesn't make any sense. It's not being told to display any text since Steam is inactive, but that doesn't mean the text function doesn't work. I have a pretty simple way to test it. Because the thing of is Steam enabled basically is a true-false value during the game. So I can just have it that when I start a run, it gives me a pop-up saying what's the current value of is it working? Is it running? And you know what, it can also check if my refrigerator is running. Nah, I'm kidding, that's a bad joke. Alright, there we go. Stage complete. So, if it's not getting Steam achievements, that's gonna mean that it's not unlocking the items either, which is important to know, because the items are tied directly into the Steam achievement. Like, sorry, the items are just the way I have the, or not items, the passive spells that I have unlock system for. It's just checks the Steam achievement list and says, do you have this Steam achievement? And if the answer is no, skip this spell when creating the list. It's like that simple. It's really just that. And that means that obviously if the game isn't connected, thinks there's no Steam achievements at all, it's just always gonna say, nope, player doesn't have it, player doesn't have it, player doesn't have it. And that's just gonna, the game's gonna be like, okay, just skip everything. And so it's not gonna have the spells appear. But it's also, since it's saying Steam isn't enabled, it's not gonna try and give the achievements either. Which is what seems to be happening. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed this. I think I have the Elite text upgrade. I don't remember if I did that with the current mod version. But it should, at some point I had it set up where the Elite's name pops up over its head rather than just the word Elite. I think it's in this. Obviously, we take the Gunslinger Spirit. But for the Elite, you should be able to see it. I also, with this mod, I'm gonna probably try and do some rebalancing and like, there we go, yeah, it says Laser Turtle. Because that is what the enemy is called. These are Elite Laser Turtles. That's what they're called in the code. That's what they are. They're turtles, they shoot lasers, they're laser turtles. I mean, I guess they're turtles, I don't know. But, yeah, that's another feature I really like. I like a lot of the features of code. I mean, I'm just proud of the code. I made a thing. I did a thing. It works. I'm proud of myself. That's pretty much the extent of it. And I love this game, and I don't want to just, like, stop making videos on it, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make more content to show off. And then I did. And it doesn't really work, of course, because why would anything work when I actually try to show it off? Like, literally the first 2 times I have technical difficulties, and then after that, I just can't show it off, of course. Or after that, it just isn't working. Of course. But I mean, it's alright. Now you're gonna use your laser attack. Which will happen like 3 times. There we go. I don't have any stats any bonuses. I didn't start this run with any bonuses, so I think it's really impressive how far I've made it. Oh yeah, I did that. If you notice, my reload time, it's, since I didn't know how, I didn't know how to do, wasn't sure about infinity, I did that symbol instead. I don't know if I'd ever actually tested it at the, like, I think I just kind of put it in as a feature and was like, it'll come up, it'll work, and just kind of assumed it'll work, but never actually tested it. So the fact that it is, like, I didn't have any reason to assume it wasn't going to work, but I also actually did test the pop-up system and it isn't working. So, like, you know, things don't, I don't know. But at the very least, I reached Area 3. An achievement for surviving a certain distance into Endless could be cool. But, like, yeah. I'm unsure how much damage clip size ups give me. Maybe it's... I'm gonna assume it's 1 plus 1 clip size equals plus 1 bullet damage. That's my guess. I should probably also add some way of deleting your save from within a game. Not within a run. That would be dumb. The wizard... I think I may have actually not made this identical to what it is in the code, because in the code it's dual wizard. Like, because there's 2 of them. Dual, like, 2, not dual, like, I get, like, versus, there we go, max HP up. And then, after this, I think we get our final spell. Yeah. I also need to put, like, black backgrounds to my UI and stuff. In the current working version of the mod, like the mod version I'm working on right now, I have it that there is a setting in the pause menu to disable UI, as well as do one other thing that I can't even remember. Like, I don't even remember what my own stuff does. You know, classic. You know what I just realized is actually kind of interesting? It's that the number of spells, like total spells you take in a you get to take in a given run of Putrid Shut Ultra is the same number as you get in Putrid Sand. You get 5 spells in both games. And I just realized that, and that's really interesting, because you'd expect that in a longer game, you get more spells. But they're split up in a way where that's not the case. I might add a way to get spells during Endless mode, though. Maybe just like 1 or 2. But just to allow the player to go a bit further. If the player does extremely well in Endless mode, for example, and beats, let's say, the first Endless mode boss. There aren't new bosses, it's just... Endless mode is really hard. But if you manage to, let's say, beat a boss in Endless mode, like, maybe the first 3 times you beat bosses in Endless mode or something, you can take another spell. I don't know, maybe I'll also... I don't know. The final spell. Okay, we have a perfect rapid build. I think we did it. I think we have 100% rapid. We do, yes. That's what I was hoping for. So the Terrorfly. I think technically the AI is a bit different. Like you saw there, that wavy shot has a lot more projectiles in it, but it's not enough to really... It makes the fight a bit more reasonable for the stage in the game where it is, but... Lightning Miner... You know what? I'm gonna try turning this on. There we go. It changes how the game looks, and I don't know. It's interesting. Oh yeah, I have a few more settings I forgot about. Screen flash intensity down, screen shake down. Makes it so much better. I'm sorry that I had it on before. Oh, it outmakes everything in Outline. That's really interesting, actually. I kind of like it. I don't know. It's really just different, I guess. Alright, now it's gonna get rid of the... Yep. Now the floating stuff, the Putrid Elite. You're gonna... Okay, your cape is actually invisible. Because of the way... Because it... Oh, there we go. Because it uses a color-shifted version of the character sprite, which is really interesting. Because it means, yeah, Oh, you're using the rapier pierce? What? I don't know if I've ever seen that part before. Okay. That's interesting. Let's restore all health for the final fight. But then, yeah. I'm just skipping the scenes this run. Just because I was really hoping to... okay, I love that the music... I don't know how I didn't notice exactly that the boss music here is a little bit different. It is... okay, the boss music's a slowed down version of the normal run music. I like that. Okay. Phase 1 complete. Now he's gonna use "you're finished." I don't know what that's actually, it's like a name or something. But that's what he says, so I call it "you're finished." And no, I don't actually call it that, I came up with that just now to describe, but... now he's gonna go up here. I know his attack patterns pretty well. Ooh, a difficulty setting that gives bosses new attack patterns. That could be... okay, victory. I do have to read this. There we go. I like this scene so much, I just can't not watch it, even if I'm not gonna read it. I'm looking at my blue cape flailing in the wind. Looks like maybe I messed something up with that, I can't tell. Then there's me at the bottom. I made the mod. I'm gonna end my adventure. And we check new run first. Should have everything unlocked. Yep, we got everything. Now let's just go to our upgrade bench and grab some nice upgrades. Max health is good. Reload speed is good. Let's take a bullet damage. So that's gonna be the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week, hopefully with more mod content. Bye!